that a couple times and then slow it down and set the hook like that.
Nice.
Good one. Big one.
Oh, bang.
Fish out.
What's going on, guys? Dylan Grubb here with Extreme.Outdoorsmen, and if you guys are new here to the channel, make sure to go hit that subscribe button for me. I would really appreciate it. But me and my dad are actually just getting out here to the lake. It is around 9:30, 10 o'clock, and it is July 2nd, 70 degrees tonight. It's super nice out right now. I got my t-shirt on. My dad just threw his sweatshirt on. It's a little windy, but I think we are gonna get on them. Think we're gonna catch some big ones, guys. If you have never been night fishing, I highly recommend it. Normally in the summertime, those bass really bite like crazy at night. So me and my dad have been fishing at night for a long time. He's been doing it since he was younger, and he got me into it, and ever since we started night fishing, it's just a ton of fun. You just catch so many bass at night, so hopefully we can catch some big ones tonight. Really appreciate you guys watching today's video, and stay tuned for all the big ones tonight.
First fish of the night, guys. We've been out here 2 minutes. Dylan just did his introduction. It's a pretty good one. Using a pumpkin shad jackhammer. Good 2.5 pounder. It's a nice one. And I got a little bit different trailer than I normally use because I ran out of the green pumpkin havoc pit boss. It's got some big pinchers on it, craws or whatever you want to call it. But man, evidently works. I got a few of those, so that's a good fish. I think it's going to be a good night. It's a little breezy out here. The water temp's like 74.2 or something. 4 degrees colder than it was 3 days ago because of these cold fronts coming in, but they're still chewing. We just got out here. It's a nice fish, guys. Not a giant, but he's a solid fish. He's a good 2.5 pounder. All right, we're going to turn him loose. Fish on, guys. Right at the boat he hit. Another solid fish. He's about a 2 pounder. About 1.5. It's still a nice fish right at the boat. On the green pumpkin shad jackhammer. Alright, turn him loose. Yeah. Good one, guys. We just moved spots. Fishing off this point. I just trained jackhammers to a red and green pumpkin. Pretty good size one. Not a giant, but it's a good one. Good 3 pounder at least. Yeah, he's easy. 3, fat. Right at 3. It's a nice one. Chewing. We just moved spots, and it was definitely the right choice. Using a green and red jackhammer with a green pumpkin pit boss on the back. We're fishing around these islands. Seems like the fish are stacked up on the windy side so far around these islands. When you find one good fish, kind of, you know, go over the spot a little bit more than you normally would, because usually there's one big one. There's a few of them. We're fishing at about 3 to 4 foot of water right now, and there's a bunch of stumps that are down there that are cut off right at the bottom, and they got a big root systems on them, and those fish hang by those. There's a lot of crawdads down there. I don't know what's going on, but the fish usually hang in around this area. It's nice out tonight, nice breeze. We're gonna get him. If this guy doesn't say we're gonna get him, just like I told you, hang out for a minute because I got a big one on.
Oh, bang.
Hell yeah. Fish out. Another 3, 3.5. He might go close to 4. That's a good one. Just work your jackhammer slow until you feel bottom, speed it up, do different things. Just don't throw it out and cast and reel it in. That's a nice fish. Fatty. All right, we're gonna turn him loose.
Well guys, my first fish of the day. I've hooked up into a few other ones, but they all got off right at the boat. But my first fish of the day, my dad's been hammering them already. I'm throwing that black and blue jackhammer with the black and blue Havoc pit boss. And my dad's caught some fish on a few different colors. But it's definitely super fun getting out here at night, guys. You definitely don't have any other competition. We're the only ones out on the lake bass fishing right now. And it's always fun getting out here at night and hooking up into some good ones, but we're gonna keep fishing. Hopefully I can land a good one tonight.
Fish on, guys. Same spot. Good one. Not as big as the other ones, but still a solid 2-pounder. Jackhammer is the way to roll. Right off this island right here, throwing sideways to the wind. Good spot right here. I've caught several big ones right here. Like I said, just speed up your retrieve like that a couple times and then slow it down and set the hook like that. Nice. Good one. Big one. That's a tank. That's a solid 3.5. There's big fish in here tonight, hanging by this island. So wind's blowing right into this island, guys. On windy nights, fish the windy sides. I really stress that. Pushes the fish in. I don't know if the shad come in here or what the deal is, but they definitely hang on windy sides when you got a good breeze out here. There's probably 10 mile an hour wind. Make a decent cast. I like letting it go to the bottom. A lot of times you get a hit when it's falling to the bottom. Then buzz it off like that. If you feel weeds, speed up your retrieve. Do like I'm doing right now, to slow it down where you start to feel weeds again, then speed it up a little bit. When you make contact with that bottom and weeds, those fish come to see what's going on, then they follow your jackhammer and they drill it. Like I said, just don't throw it out and just reel it. Make contact just like you do like a crankbait. You never throw a crankbait out and reel it in, and don't make contact with weeds or logs or something. And generally you don't get hit. You got to yank it out of weeds, get that reaction strike. And at night, it's the same difference with these jackhammers. Just throw it out, reel it in. I mean, you can, but you're not gonna get as many fish. Let it go to the bottom like that. Twitch it a couple times and reel it slow until it starts to feel weeds, and then yank it out and speed it up a couple cranks like that, and slow it back down. Let it go back down to the weeds. Crank it out of them again. That's how you catch a lot of fish with jackhammers, even in the daytime. But nighttime, that's what they want, I'm telling you. Fish on. Man, it's a big one. Man, he's a nice one. One cast later, after I got done explaining how to throw the bait, guys, they're around this island like big time. There's another good one. He's probably 3 pounds. Fat fish. It's a cooler night tonight. Last time I went out night fishing, it was like 78-degree water temp, 79. Tonight's 74. Obviously, it don't really make a big difference, but actually the best time to go, guys, is when it's real hot. You'll catch more fish generally. But if the wind ain't blowing, just go to your favorite spots. But when you got a breeze, I stress highly of fishing the short lines where the wind's blowing into it, because they'll stack up on there. This is a good spot anyhow. But look for deep water close to flats. Flats are like one of the best spots to fish. Freaking crazy right now, man. It's a big one. Feel like I'm back on St. Clair. 2-pounder. But they're chewing. And it's a riot. You guys don't know what you're missing, man. Oh, I ain't going out at night. Gotta stay home. Tell you what. Sacrifice a night to be with your family or whatever. I'm not saying, shouldn't even say that, but get out there and fish at night, man. I'm telling you, it'll make you not even want to fish during the day. Come out here, you don't have all these jokers running jet skis and wake boats and all this other monkey business. People cutting you off and this, that, and the other. Come out at night. If you were able to see right now, there's not one boat out here. It is a work night, but still, even in the summertime, you barely ever have any boat traffic. You'll have 1 or 2 other guys out here fishing because they have no idea what's going on. They don't realize, even when we make these videos, how good a fishing is at night with jackhammers, spinner baits. And I mean, when I first started, we used to use black worms, like big culprit worms. They work, but it's just slow. I like covering water. I guess if you catch a bunch of big fish, you should probably throw out a big black worm or a tequila sunrise or something like that, or a plum color. But we were so successful with jackhammers and big spinner baits, like a black and blue, purple spinner baits with a big single Colorado blade on it. There's a site called Profound Outdoors, and they sell 1/2 ounce, 1 ounce spinner baits with big single blades, and that's the ones I actually started out fishing with. They're like one of the best. But fish are chewing.
What is that? What the heck? He must have dove in the weeds or something. Dang, that was like a 7-pounder.
Mondo?
I don't know what I have on. Feels like a big one. I guess he dove down the weeds. Still a good one though. Thought I had a state record on. Get it out of the weeds.
Whoa, that's a tank.
Oh, yeah. Pretty decent one, guys. My dad's absolutely hammering him. It's insane. I don't even have time to cast. It's every cast for him, it seems like. But really nice fish. Having a lot of fun out here with my dad. We haven't caught him this good in a little while, so feels pretty cool to get out here and catch them.
Better fish.
Yeah, yeah. All right, gonna keep casting.
Good one.
Well, I'm hooked up again, guys. Pretty decent one too. I guess not a monster. It looks maybe like a 2-pounder. It's a fish though. It's fun setting the hook right there on that red and green jackhammer with the Havoc Pit Boss on the back. That's been one of our probably best trailers of all time out here for night fishing, and even in the daytime too. That works really, really good, guys. But pretty nice one.
Good one, guys, on the spinnerbait. Purple War Eagle. Dang. They're liking the spinnerbaits. First time I've ever used it. Nice one. Man, they're really chewing tonight. That's a real thick fish. Oh, wide he is. Thick. For a Michigan bass, that's a really nice bass. Alright. See how I'm talking about? I should fix it because it's going to end up breaking. You got to push it back down. I need to tie some line on there. I don't know why I'm not doing it, but anyhow, we're flipping up by these docks right now on the windy side. Actually, it's a point. And like I said, I don't think I've ever seen I don't know if I have, but I don't remember I've ever seen a spinnerbait with rattles on it. Same kind of rattles that are on a Davy height jig or whatever. You can actually rip them off. But what I've been doing is throwing it out as it's going down. I'll shake it a few times like that. I don't know if it's making a difference or not, but I figured when I'm reeling in, I'll shake it once in a while. And evidently it's turned the fish on, because I've caught quite a few on this spinnerbait. I've never used it before. Just took it out of the package. It's a purple 1/2 ounce War Eagle. And it's got like a blue or black Colorado blade, single blade. You get that down there with single blades at night, they thump like crazy. I mean, if your rod's not shaking like that, you got weed on it. And I think it's a lot better blade than a willow leaf at night, or a tandem willow leaf. It's just one big single Colorado blade. That's the same thing with those ones I was telling you about on Profound Outdoors. The spinnerbaits are like called night or something like this. Spinnerbaits. Go check them out. That's where I bought a lot of my spinnerbaits for night fishing. But the bite's on tonight. It's kind of cool out tonight. Didn't know if we were gonna catch them or not, because usually the best times to go is when it's real hot, muggy at night. That's when they really chew. But they're chewing tonight. It's been a blast so far. We've only been out here maybe an hour. We probably caught 25 or better already. A lot of good thick ones too. And we're coming up on one of our best spots, so we'll see what happens. Got a good one on, guys. That's spinnerbait. Good solid fish. Fatty. There's the spinnerbait. You can see it's purple. See how it's all stretched out again? Nice fish. Fish on, guys. Yeah, that's a pretty big one. Ain't that big, I guess. Nice fish, guys. Fish another wind-blown like bay into this point. We just pulled up here. That was the first cast. We haven't really fished this spot in a long time. Well, we thought we'd give it a shot because the way the wind was blowing. And there's a fish right there. Yeah, it was a good choice. Looks like a dandy. Maybe a tank. Looks like a fucking giant. Yeah, he fought like crazy. 2 casts, 2 fish.
A monster.
I thought it was too. It just goes to show you, man, when you find out that they're hitting a certain way, you find a pattern. Don't go in the areas where the wind's not blowing. Because actually we just did that, no fish. So I told Dylan, let's go and hit some points that got wind blowing on them. We just pulled up here and it was definitely worth it.
Well, guys, like my dad said, we actually just moved to a new spot, another windy spot on the lake, and first couple cast fish. My dad caught 2 in a row, and I just cast it out, and fish for me. no complete monsters yet, really, but we're definitely getting some solid fish tonight. Gonna keep casting. Maybe we'll get on that one giant tonight. That'd be cool.
Fish on, fish on, fish on. Feels like a giant. Oh, not a giant, but some good solid fish tonight though, guys. Super fun out here, guys. I mean, we're absolutely slaughtering them. In this area that we're fishing right now, we've never fished at night. And I haven't really fished a lot of time in daytime.
Me
but
either.
This wind's blowing the fish right in here. We thought we'd just give it a shot. We probably caught 10. Just right here. We haven't filmed very many of them because they're all like 2-pounders. They're just trying to wait for bigger fish. But I tell you what, they're stacked in here like cordwood. Good fish, guys. A little bit bigger one. And he's a fatty. How fat that fish is. Complete blast tonight, guys. Complete blast out here. Telling you, we've only been out here about 2.5 hours. We probably caught 40, 50, I don't even know. Crazy. Working towards a point right now. That point goes out probably like 50 to 100 yards out into the water. And I'm thinking there's going to be some fish in it. It's like 3 to 5 foot out in front of this point that goes out probably, like I said, 50 to 75 yards.